What's good, Primos? Welcome to another episode of Kick Live Familia with your favorite Primo, Coach Fernz. And we got one of my favorite Primos in the building, my brother Melvin. How you doing, man?
Peace, peace. Thank you for having me. I'm doing very well. Yourself?
Man, I'm amazing, brother. I'm so happy that you're here, man. Um, it's an honor to have you up here on Kick Live Familia Season 1. Appreciate you for being here, man. One of the things that, bring us together in these conversations is sneakers. Right. So where are you from exactly? Are you from New York, New Jersey? Where you from?
Well, first and foremost, congratulations on everything you're doing, my man. Thank you so much for having me on season
Appreciate
one.
you.
Something special about being primo, number one.
Absolutely. Primo, man. Family, man.
Yeah, man. My name is Mel, Brooklyn, East New York, you
Mm.
know, by way of the 3 train, last stop, New Lots.
Don't give
Eh.
too much. Don't give too much away.
Nah, but
We
we
family,
gotta
but
represent. We gotta represent,
I feel you,
man.
but you just don't want to
Represent.
throw at your doorstep. You know what I'm
Nah, yeah.
saying?
Nah, that's where the roots are. That's where the roots are,
Okay.
man. We
Okay.
branched out. That's where the roots are.
So how was the state of sneaker culture now for you in New York, specifically New York City? Or like how was it for you growing up? Was it crazy sneaker culture, or was it like just getting started around that time? Like, what was it for you growing up?
Man, sneaker culture was synonymous with hip hop. Sneaker culture was synonymous with childhood, with synonymous with getting fly. And it's so amazing that, we're around the Passover Easter celebration this time of year right now, because that was the time when you got your flyers and you got your best kicks growing up, man. I remember going sneaker shopping for Easter and going church shopping, suit shopping. But sneaker culture was just definitely one of those paramount things. It was so crucial as a youngster to have your foot gear on point, man. Your foot gear had to be on point. Right now where it is, I think it's actually at the best state it's ever been because there's so many different variations. I think it was a little bit one dimensional growing up as far as where I came from, but now it's branched out to so many different styles, so many different creatives, so many different people with their hand in the game right now that it's just like, wow, like I'm mind blown. Some of the things that my kids come and show me that they want, on their Christmas list and their clothes shopping list is astronomical with the price, but I can't even knock them because the style. I can't even knock them because the style of it is pretty impressive.
Nah, I feel you, man.
I can't even pronounce some of the things out there today.
Bro, my kids can't be sneakerheads, man. It just costs too much, bro. They're gonna have to get a job for that. But I feel what you're saying, man. So let me ask you, just so everybody's clear, right?
Yes.
I have 4 tiers, and this is only me and Kick Live Familia. So which tier do you fall into in your own opinion? So I got the primos that's just getting started. That's my 1 to 20 pairs. Got the primos that's building their collections. That's the 20 to 50. Got the primos that been in the game for a bit. That's the 50 to 100. And then you got the primos is like, yo, don't ask. And that's like the 100 plus. Which ones you fall into?
Sheesh, I'm gonna have to say I'm second before last, my brother.
Okay.
Second before, yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
Ooh.
So yeah, yeah. It got to the point where now, wifey got family back in the island, so they love when that barrel come from me.
Yeah. You're doing good by it. I ain't donated none of mine yet, but I ain't donated none of mine yet.
Nah,
We'll see
man.
what happens in the future,
Yeah.
But now that's good, man. So, you know, we're gonna get back into the sneaker conversation in just a moment. But what's some of the things that you got that you working on right now or that you working on with your family? Like what's some of those projects that you might have lined up that the people need to know about?
Excellent, excellent. Thank you for asking. As you already know, myself and my children, we're published authors. We have our book out. It's available on all our streaming platforms. Now I Pray. You can check that out on Amazon. It's the ebook and you can get the hard copy. We're actually working on our second installment, a newer version of that.
Nice.
Um, so thank you. Appreciate that.
Hmm.
My wife, she has a travel business going. FMC Travels. Follow that on Instagram. FMC_travels. She's really building with that travel agency. She's certified anywhere you want to go, dream destinations, wedding destinations, wherever you want to go in this world, man. Make sure you pack your sneaker bag. You know, you need a separate
Woo.
bag for the kicks, man.
That's it. Let's
Definitely.
go.
Yes, sir.
I love it, bro. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Um, there's a few things I want to talk to you about. First question. What's your most iconic silhouette out of the Jordan 1, the Chuck Taylor, the Air Force One, and the Adidas Shell Toe?
My man. I'm sorry, but
Which
I'm
one you
not
going with?
sorry. Shell toes. Hands down, shell toes. I'm a shell toe head, bro. And to show you how true it is, I wish I could share my screen right now. Show you how true it is, man. Shell toes shaped my entire existence. When I understood what swag was, is when I understood what shell toes was, man.
Shell Toes. Woo.
Shell toes, bro.
How important was how
Adidas.
important was Shell Toes to the game for you?
Shell toes was the game before it was game. You feel me?
Ooh.
Because like if you put certain things together with that, man, it went along with the aesthetic that I was always going for. I was always inspired by of course the Run DMCs of the culture. I was inspired by the 80s, man. The 80s really stuck out to me. Early 90s hit game. When it came to my own style and fashion sense, man. The I remember as young as seeing the movie Paid in Full. Man, the kicks in that movie. I don't think too many people paid attention to the foot game, but the shell toes back then. Them Stan Smiths. But we'll talk about that. Yeah,
Ooh. Bro, that's different, bro. Like
yeah.
honestly. I wasn't expecting the Shell Toes.
What would you say?
I can't, man. I can't. I'm always going Converse.
Okay. I
When
can't
I
help.
think sneakers over time and the most copied sneaker, I'm going I'm going Converse, Chuck Taylors. Now, I believe the Air Jordan 1s are definitely copied a lot from a bootlegging standpoint.
Yeah,
But when you look at some of the higher end brands and you look at like the Dior shoes and stuff like that, a lot of those are just different versions of the Chuck Taylor silhouette, man.
that's a fact. You ain't lying. You ain't ever
Yeah.
lie. Yeah, you right.
Yeah. You know?
They are the most iconic, but
Listen,
yeah.
go with your gut, brother.
No, no, no,
You
no.
know what I'm saying?
No,
Adidas.
I was being biased. I'm telling you
Uh-huh.
my person,
No, for sure.
but
For
definitely,
sure.
definitely, you
For
valid
sure.
points.
Nah, 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 nah. You
I just
but
couldn't get into the Chucks, man.
hey,
I'm
you know why I got the Chucks, bro. Take one guess. The price.
Yo, I mean,
Like, I mean,
I
come
mean,
on. I mean, come on.
yeah,
You know
no,
what I'm saying?
facts. That's a fact.
So this leads to another great question.
Mhm.
Which sneaker brand was more influential in sneaker culture? Is it the Nike or the Adidas?
Sneaker culture,
Sneaker culture.
Nike, Nike,
I appreciate your honesty, bro. I was
Nike.
trying to see if he's gonna stick with the
No, no,
Adidas.
it's sneaker culture. If you said hip hop culture, but sneaker culture, Nike.
So let's transition to hip
Mhm.
hop culture. Now, now I know where you may be going with this, but let me hear your response.
Okay.
Nike or Adidas?
Hip hop culture from Run DMC to Ye himself, bro. Adidas, bro. Come on,
That's true. But
man.
can you get rid of the Jordans though?
Of course not. Of
All
course
around.
not. They
Because
they
AJ
they
ones,
they are the staple. Those are the staple. Those are the
yeah.
staple.
Yeah. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna argue with it. You know what I mean?
But
Because the hip hop, that like the Run DMC hip hop, for sure. Um, I'm gonna go with it, man.
yeah.
Listen,
But but
I
then
don't have no
but
problems with
then
those.
can we veer off a little bit
Brother, this is a conversation. Let's talk, man.
when it comes to television, and I'm talking Fresh Prince, Martin. When it comes to them, Saved by the Bell, the Zach Morris's. When it comes to that, we have to give it to the Jordans, man. Jordan, Nike Jordans, and it just there's no real conversation there. But that's really what shaped it. But it was also influenced by hip hop. Those shows was influenced by hip hop, and that's
You're
and
right.
the father of that is the Adidas.
Now, we have to have a conversation about what hip hop is, right?
Yes.
Because we
Okay.
throw everything in the hip hop umbrella or the hip hop mixing bowl. What's hip hop for you?
Hip hop for me is a language. Hip hop for me is culture. Hip hop for me is a lifestyle. You know, it's more than a genre of music. It's truly a lifestyle. It's a way of communication. It's a transaction. Hip hop is very transactional. As far as just what you can bring to the game from raw talent and what you could bring to others' lives and break it down into science, mathematics, poetry, art. It's all of those things encompassed under that umbrella. You understand what I'm saying? It's a marriage of our culture, of our youth, of our um ancestry, a marriage of our ancestry and our youth, our youthfulness. That's the best way I could describe hip hop.
I love it. And you know what? Until you started talking about it, I didn't really think about the small things like, Def Comedy Jam and stuff like that, all the stuff that came from hip hop,
Yeah.
Russ Simmons and all that other stuff. So no, that I mean, I can't disagree with you at any point in anything that you said, man. Those are all accurate points. So growing up, for you, when you were in school, what's that one sneaker L that really hurt you?
Ooh, I wasn't expecting that
Yeah,
question.
listen, I had to, bro. I had
Ever
to.
had a sneaker L?
Like a sneaker that you really, really wanted, but you never
Oh,
got.
oh yeah, I already know. Yeah, the Pradas, bro.
Ooh,
Pradas. I always wanted them joints in school. I ain't get them
ooh,
until my adulthood because I just didn't have it in me to ask my moms for 300 when they were 350. I didn't have I
yeah.
had the nerve to ask my moms for that. But that was just my one L. I always wanted a pair of Pradas in high
Mm,
school, bro. Yeah,
mm. That's
yeah.
crazy. I'll never forget a story. I was in Kingsborough, and there was
Hmm.
this cat that used to get Pradas, quote unquote, at a nice fair price.
Okay.
He was doing
Okay.
like two Pradas for 250, and I was
Oh
like,
wow.
This more to the story.
Okay.
So my man had met up to meet him one time and was like, yo, bro, the leather is super soft. Like, I'm like, yo, bro, were they real?
Oh
My man
man.
was like, come on, you know that these joints is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
foo foo.
ain't no two products for 250. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. And you said Kingsborough, not being judgmental of your mans or nothing, but we old enough to know better at that age.
yeah, well, we was 17,
Okay,
so
okay,
so maybe we were, you know what I'm saying? But it
okay.
was, but he knew, but he never bought them.
Yeah.
But he knew, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know,
That's
it
a
is what it
fact.
is. But
Yeah. Those was my one L because it was at that transitional phase where fashion started getting getting a little bit up there price wise. You know what
mm,
I'm saying? And like you that kind of classism started. This is
yeah,
around I want to say '05, '06 maybe,
mhm.
where it's like yeah you can still like all right. So I would say and I don't want to get too ahead of the conversation,
No, do your thing,
but
brother.
yeah, I want to say around '01 to say '03, '04 ish. Everybody was cool with some fresh ups. You feel me?
Mhm.
Get some $80 ups and uptowns, Air Force Ones, and you could put that together. But
Yeah,
then it was a little separation between like
yeah,
'04, '05, '06, where it's like, all right,
mhm.
now we getting up there in the price range. And it's like
Yeah. No,
it
listen,
it show it separated the real. I don't want to say the real from, but it just separated. It was a little classism there.
bro. I didn't become a sneakerhead till I was grown.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
I listen. It is what it is, man. But since you in that vein, right?
Hmm.
I need to ask you a couple questions, right?
Okay.
Both these sneakers in their prime, the pennies or the Jordans.
He's
I
man.
love it. What
I'm
made you
from
go with
Brooklyn.
that? Which
It's a
which ones
staple.
though? Which
Even
ones?
the first ones, the yeah,
Seven
okay,
four.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, Anthony, yeah,
Okay.
Anthony had it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
bro.
All right.
Definitely. But I was a fan of the phones. You know what I'm saying? I was a big fan of the phone posits, man.
Never got them. I never
Never?
copped
You
a. I
never?
never copped a pair. Were they comfortable? What we knew to be
Eh,
comfortable at the time.
okay. Not as comfortable as like some Air Max 95s, but
uh,
they was all right.
I could never get with those, bro.
Yeah. But nah,
The
but them
nine
pennies,
fives.
them pennies was serious. I would definitely say pennies, and they prime.
Okay.
People didn't appreciate Jordans until after. people don't really realize that. Like, you know what I'm saying? J's was just some knockarounds.
What years you talking? Because there might be a separation in years for
Mhm.
us.
Okay.
So mid '90s, it did get a little heavy with the J's when I was in
Yeah.
school, right? But you was
Yeah.
what? You was more early 2000s with it, or was it
Yeah.
like
I was more
okay?
early 2000s. So
Okay.
my first pair of J's was 14s, and that was like 97, 96, and I was 6, 7 years old. So I didn't even appreciate. I was in the sprinklers with those joints on. You feel me? Like at the
Same ones,
park.
bro. That's my first pair of J's.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody had the red and black joints. Yeah.
I
Yep.
had the wait. Let me just make sure the 14s. The 14s was the ones that came out
That
in
looked
royal
like the
blue,
Ferrari. They match his Ferrari.
bro. I
Hmm.
had the royal blue ones. That was the first one I ever had.
Ah.
And that was actually those came out what 1999. I want to say because I
Okay.
remember getting them for school. And I wore them. That's the only pair of sneakers. I said, let me start out good because I'm about to go like really bad. So let
I,
me start off with a good
I
note. You know
respect
what I'm
it. I
saying?
respect it.
And yeah, those 14s were my first pair of Jordans, bro. And after that, I would just four. I went four heavy after that. Like the fours were my joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the fours. The
That's
cookies and
crazy,
cream though,
bro.
only.
That's crazy. Love the eights. By the time I was like around that time for me, it
Mm,
was the eights. I was
mm,
eight crazy, bro.
mm.
Bunnies. And it was like, you know,
We got the eights, bro.
why
I
you
never
ain't
got
like
the
the
eights.
shape? You couldn't get jiggy with it?
Well, he wasn't. I love Jordan's aesthetic, but I never really. Once again, we go price, right? So
Okay.
back then, I was paying $1 for my Jordans. Once it started going up in price, I was like maybe I don't need the retros as bad as I think I do. You know what I'm saying? So I
Copy.
just started copping.
Copy.
So I really started getting creative with my sneaker collecting, and I was getting ups. So when there was a big wave. I want to say 2001 ish, maybe 2000
Hmm.
2001. They came out with the gray patent leather Jordans, right?
Okay.
That was the
Yes. Yes.
maybe the 11s. I don't remember exactly which number it was, but when everybody was copping them, I was like, dang, I don't want to be like everybody, and I don't want to pay that price. So I went and copped the all gray Uptowns with the white check. And that was like, everybody was like, oh, snap. Like, I didn't really know they had them. I was just being cheap.
Flavors.
Yeah, bro, I was just being
Yeah.
cheap. But they was like, oh, snap. And I used to go to downtown, the New Best or something like that and just get
Hmm.
some
Hmm.
different laces, you know? So I had the metallic laces on them joints. And so it was good. It was good money back then. So that's how like my love
Telling you, bro.
for, yeah, bro. I used to just get all black Uptowns and just change the laces after a while. I just didn't want to pay the $5,
Yeah.
bro. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
definitely.
Yeah.
That's where I was at with it. You heard me. Like, you know what I mean? I'll pay $80 and give me a fresh pair.
Yeah, bro. It's wild. And now that I'm an adult, it's even like even more so. I'm looking at the sneaker culture habits and I'm like, I really, really love these, but rent do. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
you know.
Exactly.
Um, so another question. In they prime, diamond turfs or Griffies?
Bias, bro. Griffey's, man. I'm biased, bro. Griffey's, bro. You just took me back to an era.
I'm saying. I'm
You just
saying.
took me hardball. Like, you just
Pause.
took
I
me
hear
back. Pause.
you.
Pause.
But nah, let me tell you something, bro. I
Yeah.
never had the
Yeah.
Griffies, but the joints, the royal blue ones with the check in the front, them joints
But
stand out
mhm.
forever. I don't remember which one it was with
I
the
ain't
check.
gonna lie though. I think it is. It has to be some type of not disconnect, but a little age separation because my big bros on the block, probably around your age,
Mhm.
would have said Diamondbacks. They would have definitely said Diamondbacks because
Yeah,
they
yo,
all
yo, the diamond turfs was.
everybody had them.
I didn't know what
Oh
they
yeah, my
was when I
fault.
first
I
got
said
them.
Diamondbacks. I'm thinking
It's
about the
all good. I was
Yankees.
gonna let it
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You see, that's how much of a fan I wasn't. But yeah,
Hey,
nah. I
well, he
said,
played in a different era, I think. So it wasn't as,
oh, okay.
you know what I'm saying. He played.
Yeah.
That might have been. I might have been 93-ish when I got my first pair of diamond turfs. And I didn't know what they
Okay.
were. My mom had just bought them. And then people started like
Mm,
staring at my feet. And I'm like, everybody okay? I'm only 8, 7, 8 years old. I'm like, everybody good? He's like, yo, they got the diamond turfs. I didn't know what it meant until I got older, started reading them East Bay books. And I'm like, oh,
copy,
this is
copy.
special. I didn't know. I didn't value them when I had them. It wasn't until later on I was like, oh, snap, I had those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I always wanted a pair of Griffies, bro. I always wanted a pair of
I love
Griffies.
Griffey's, man. I think I had about every colorway.
Word?
Yeah. Yeah, I even passed them down to my son, man. Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
MJ got some.
But how do you
Got a couple
deal with that
pairs.
though, right? Because you value them in your time, and you're passing them
Right.
down to your son because you value them. But
Right.
now
Yeah.
he has them. How do you like? Do you shift the value with those, or do you just give it to him and hope he don't just like scuff them up?
I ain't even gonna hold you. I just give it to him and hope he don't
Yeah.
scuff him
Right.
up.
I feel you.
But
I feel you.
and a lot of it comes out of rent is due, and you need some new kicks here. You can hold
Right.
these.
Right.
You
Right.
feel
Okay.
me?
Yo.
But that's how sneakers always went in my family. I remember when I
Right.
was going away to college, and my older cousin, laced me with an entire wardrobe, and he gave bare kicks, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
most of my collection came from him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'm talking different colorways, stuff I ain't even never heard of. He had before I even knew collabs was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
He had the collab joints and so many things. But I don't know if maybe it's a generational thing. I understood the value he had in them, so I took care of
Mm-hmm.
him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it just
Mm-hmm.
seems like you can't really translate that to somebody else. And maybe my son just isn't there yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's
But I
it's also a
understood.
level. It's a level of nostalgia too, right? Because
True.
even though like some retros coming out for the second, third time. We were there when they were before they were retros. Then we watched them get retro. But like you said, bro, especially in our community, man, yo, if your cousin got sneakers and she can't fit them no more, you know where they're going. Big
Exactly.
big bag of sneakers. You know what I'm saying? It's
Exactly.
coming.
Big yo, big garbage bag on the
Yeah, bro.
train. Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's a fact.
that just shows you though. For some people, and I realize this as I get older. For some people, what we value at a level of this is one of my favorite sneakers. This is their first pair of sneakers, period.
It's a
You know what
fact.
I'm saying? Like, so for me, I value it from a place of nostalgia. I value it from a place of, this was valuable to me at the time, the sneaker itself and the story around it. For them, it's like, yo, I've been I've been wearing sandals my whole life, or my mom ain't have enough money to ever buy a pair of Jordans. So when I see it, it's like, oh snap! Like I only see this in commercials.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right. Right.
for us, it's like, like I said, as I get older, I value, even though I'm still love sneakers, I value the fact that I have the ability to just go to the store and buy a pair of sneakers if I wanted to, or just open up my closet, and
Facts.
the blessing of being able to say, okay, Saucony today or Puma today, or Adidas today or Saya today, like, so
Exactly.
it's just those little things like that, man. But no, you took me back when you said, your cousin give you a bunch of sneakers. Like, yo,
Yeah,
that's just
bro.
how it was growing
Like
up, bro.
20 pairs, bro.
hmm hmm Yo,
To this day, I still
yo,
got most of them joints.
and that's dope, bro.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Well, I think it's still happening. It may not be as publicized now,
Right.
but that type of energy is still happening. Like, yo, if I can't fit it no more, or if I don't want it no more, I
Right.
don't just throw them away.
Uh,
I'm like, yo, I shift the value to somebody else.
exactly.
So no,
Exactly.
that's ill. So let me ask you this, right?
Sure.
And if you had to put together a Mount Rushmore of sneakers, your four favorite all time, what's going on your Mount Rushmore of sneakers? Take your time. This is a tough decision.
My Mount Rushmore, Air Force Ones, all white, fresh out the box.
Mm.
I'm gonna have to throw in my Space Jams. Yeah.
Wait,
Space
wait, wait,
Jams
wait,
gotta
wait,
go
wait,
in
wait.
there.
Michael Jordan Space Jams.
Michael Jordan Space
Because
Jams.
they had two, and LeBron tried some.
Nah, 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 nah. My Jordan Space
Okay, I just want
Jams.
to
My
make sure we was
11s.
on
My
the same
11s.
we was on the same page. Okay.
My 11. Trying to think. Whatever. Of course, my Adidas. Now, yeah, I'll do the shell toes. I always say the Stan Smith, but I'll do the shell toes. It's for the staple.
Okay.
All right, and that's three. Dang,
Tom, tell you, it's a tough decision. Tough decision.
it is. Red Octobers.
Woo! Yeezys?
Yeah, easy
Because
Red
they
Octobers.
have Red October dunks too. So I just want to make sure.
Nah, nah, no A-Bay Bays. Nah, none of those.
Oh, because listen,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't cop the Yeezys, so I said, you know what? Let me get a pair of Red October dunks and just
Nah,
just sit them right there.
nah, I'm gonna get a little personal.
Yeah, talk to me. Talk to me.
I'm not gonna say no names. Me and my boys, we had one pair of Red Octobers. Pass around, bro.
Bro, you had to. You know how much that sneaker
You
was
feel
worth?
me? You feel me? We had one pit, my man. We all chipped in and was like, all right, boom, it's your week, it's your week. We had weeks.
Yo, but that's community, man, because at the end of the day,
That's crazy though.
it is. But
That's
who got it now?
crazy.
Who has it right now, though? The last, who
I ain't
wore it
saying no
last?
name. Right. I'm gonna say me. I'm gonna say me.
Because right now that sneaker is
Facts.
through the roof.
Yeah.
Like the
Facts.
value. Well, I don't really know right now with all that Yeezy's done over the last few months or so.
Yeah.
I can't call it, but you know that when I look at that sneaker value, that joint was like 25 G's.
Crazy.
So if you had to create a Mount Rushmore, no, that's not doing Mount Rushmores because that be having your brain going. I can see it. I can see it in you.
Mhm.
But if you had to say contributions to the culture,
Okay.
sneaker culture, Yeezy or Virgil,
Easy.
I don't think anybody would argue.
I mean, respectfully.
Yeah,
Respectfully. I mean, you know.
yeah. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with what you said.
Yeah.
You know, Virgil definitely has some amazing contributions.
Impact is beautiful. God rest his
Yeah,
soul.
yeah, yeah. Yeezy from a technology standpoint and a push, definitely Yeezy. You know,
That was a well thought question, man. I never would have thought about that one. That
yeah,
question.
yeah. I'm not gonna give you every question tonight. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be a part two sometime.
Of course, of
Um,
course.
but if you had to give me your favorite sneaker of all time, take a moment, let it brew. You had to give me your favorite sneaker of all time. What sneaker you going with? No pressure. Promise you, no pressure.
Wolf grade nines, Jordan Wolf grade nines.
Mm, mm,
Yeah, yeah,
ooh,
yeah. Jordan Wolf grade nine.
mm. Okay. I love every Wolf Grey Jordan I've ever seen. I think.
Yeah, bro. It's something about that Wolf grade, bro. I don't know. It's just yeah. Something about it.
I think the cause joints, the cause fours,
Mm,
Wolf Grey, that might be. I don't own it. Don't get it twisted. I
mm,
don't. You know, that's probably one of my favorite sneakers to see. I may never own a pair,
right.
but to see it, one of my favorite sneakers for sure. Um, and and once again, bro, I just want to thank you for coming up and having this conversation with me. Um, let me ask you. Let me just think of my last question. Right, okay, cool, got it. If you could go back in time and get any sneaker that was ever created from you were born till now, and God said, "I'll give you this one sneaker," which sneaker would that be?
Sheesh. Yo, the first thing that popped in my mind was Fresh Prince, bro. I
Mm.
think he had them those Olympic sevens.
Ooh,
I don't wanna misquote it. I
don't
think they
matter.
was the Olympic sevens, bro.
The Olympic sevens?
Yeah.
Nice.
If anybody's out there that could correct me if I'm wrong, please do. But when I'm picturing, yeah, those
Bro,
definitely.
at the end of it all, if you say Olympic sevens and God's gonna give them to you, then that's just what it is, man. Look, we'll figure it
Yeah.
out at a later date, man.
All right,
You
cool,
know?
cool.
Listen, man, I super appreciate you being up here with me, man, rocking out with the Kick Live Familia. You know, one of my favorite primos in the building.
I'm humble, brother. Thank you for having me. It's been a
No,
pleasure.
absolutely, man. Thank you for rocking out in season one. We appreciate y'all. To all my primos, keep rocking out with the Kick Live Familia podcast. We out. Love you.
Luke.
Yo, primos. Don't go anywhere just yet. I know we said peace out. I know we do the love sign and everything, but me and my brother Mel kept talking and he wanted to show y'all his collection. So before y'all go, just keep tuning in because we got a little more to show you. Back to the scheduled program, Kick Live Familia. Yeah. So, bro, you were telling me about three sneakers that really had your attention.
Yes,
Can you
sir.
give us a little bit more detail about it?
Definitely, man. All right, so boom. The year is 97, East New York, elementary school. Man, oh man. Every kid had these sneakers right here. The Jordan 14s. They were modeled after his Ferrari by Tinker. Um, and they was just everything to me, man. Like I did everything in these sneakers. I think I won my first basketball game in the schoolyard with these joints on right here, man. I might have even, played my first game of tag in these right here. These was everything to me. I was so mad when these got ruined. My mother was even more mad because of the ticket on them. And they
Bro,
got
I
ruined
remember.
because
I remember. That's why I'm like, okay,
yeah,
okay.
man. But definitely though, these right here are near and dear to my heart. I want to say i- if I have a memory of a first sneaker, these were the first sneakers I remember. Yes,
Now you say
sir.
you play ball in these joints, bro. I didn't know you
Yo,
play basketball, bro.
man, listen, I was nice, bro. Listen, I was nice. Ask about me. I was a
Who,
legend.
who you want me to ask?
Um,
You know, I gotta ask somebody.
I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you on that. I'll get back to you on that, man. But definitely though, I was nice, man.
Nice, nice.
Love
Retro
these joints.
14s. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
the joints with the I definitely had the low tie royal blue joints on that.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
foam sides with the white. Yeah,
Exactly. The suede top. Yep,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
sir.
Can't go in the
They
rain with them joints.
no, I was about to say, yeah, that's when I messed them up. I was in the
Yeah.
sprinklers with them joints. I was 7 years old. Cut me some slack.
Oh,
So shifting gears a little bit,
that's
man.
it. Oh man.
These
Uh-huh.
mans, bro. Telling you. By the time I hit high school, man, like I said, couldn't really get the products, but I knew who I was. You feel me? So Adidas to me was me showing you I know who I am. Even though my pockets might not reflect who I am, I know my worth, and I could put anything together with a good pair of shell toes, man. I love these sneakers, man. I remember traveling up to 34th Street when Journeys opened up out there, and I got the Stan Smiths. Man, oh man, son. It was something about Adidas, but the three stripes right there, you could put it together with a good tracksuit. You don't even gotta do the tracksuit. You could dress it up with the grown man with some good Levi's, man. These get you through with a good bomber on in the springtime. Nice little cable knit sweater, a little medallion hanging out. Beautiful, man. I love these. These was a great time in my life. These actually started shaping my fashion sense. And
Mhm.
they just meant something so much to hip hop culture. Run DMC was my favorite group growing up. Listening to them, man, I felt like even though I was a kid from East New York, Brooklyn, man, I felt like I was from Hollis, Queens every time I put these on. Like I
Mm.
was, it gave me
Yeah, listen.
that.
I never had a pair of these though, bro.
Never?
Never. I just never. I hated the shell toe.
Really? Really? Okay. Okay.
Like I
Hey.
was just like, yo,
Leave
why
me
is it
alone.
like why the front of the sneaker so like rigid and I can't say the word, we from New
Yeah,
York,
yeah,
but
yeah, 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 yeah.
but you know what I'm saying.
Fact,
But
fact though.
I love Adidas from a technology standpoint a lot of
Okay.
times, and Oswego's are probably my favorite Adidas. But
Mm.
sometimes Adidas used to just force the three stripe on you.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was like
Well,
unnecessary. The sneaker was dope,
Nike didn't force the swoosh.
but the swoosh looked good on every sneaker
Yeah,
almost.
you're right.
But
You're
something
right.
about the swoosh, like
You're right.
even with the Jordans though, they didn't force it on the Jumpmans. Once he had the logo there, it was like, all right, cool, right? But with sometimes with Adidas is like with the Yeezys, sometimes it was implied. It did
Yeah.
like they somehow
Yeah.
um m- got it to go with the kick. With some of the older Adidas, it was like, you didn't have to put it there. Like you could have put it in
No,
the
I
back
agree with you on
sneaker.
that one. I do agree with you on that one.
Yeah,
I do agree with you on that one. But as far as terms of these, I
Oh yeah,
think
yeah.
I think they
Iconic, bro.
timeless, bro. Iconic, iconic.
Iconic.
That's the best way.
Iconic. And I like these better than Stan Smiths, only
Okay,
because the front of the Stan Smiths, if you don't take care of them joints, them just a wrinkle. But like
that's a
you see
fact.
some people wearing Stan Smiths, it's like, oh snap. You just
Looking like Stan Lee, God rest his soul.
bro,
Facts.
God bless his soul.
Facts.
I ain't mean to mess up the memory lane, but I just had to, you know what I'm saying?
But nah, these definitely, man, stay on track with these,
Mhm,
man. Three stripes, man. I was a sergeant at a young age. Three
mhm.
stripes.
Oh no, see, this is so classic, and the
Yeah,
three stripes go here for
yeah,
sure.
of
But there was
course.
a lot of sneakers I seen. I'm like, yo, y'all could have found a different way to put the three stripes on.
Let me ask you a question, man. You
Talk to
being
me.
a sneakerhead, man, tongue in or tongue out when it comes
Pause,
to
pause. Come on, you gotta. We from New York, bro. You gotta.
yo, whatever. All right, all right, all
Say
right.
that. I mean, I know where you're
Bro.
going with this,
But
but I'm
come
saying,
on, tell me, just tell me.
of what sneaker? Sneakers?
Yeah, we can we can get more specific, but
You. What do you mean? I feel like Cam and Mace. What are you
Yeah,
saying right
I
now,
do
bro?
too, bro. Come on, man.
Goodness. Okay.
That was
Um.
flagrant. That was flagrant.
Oh man, I don't know
All
what you was
right.
thinking with that one. It's all good. Um. But I would say for me, it depends on the sneaker,
Yeah.
and I'll let you know in a moment. But most of my sneakers now are more running shoes as opposed to um. So there's no real reason to have pause the auto pause for the whole thing. There's
Yeah,
no
yeah,
real
yeah.
reason to have the tongue out for me because my pants are rolled up, so you're gonna see the whole thing now. And
Pause.
yeah,
All right.
that's why I said
Yeah,
auto. That's why I said auto pause,
auto
man.
pause,
Auto pause for the whole
okay,
thing.
okay.
But you
Yeah,
know,
this is
I know they're gonna be like, "Why don't I grow up?" No, no, I'm an adult.
nah, yeah, nah.
I still prefer to operate this way. Um, but if I was wearing these,
Mhm.
yeah, I'd probably have my like back then. You know, the pants were so high
Yeah,
for some people, so it didn't really matter
yeah,
in
yeah.
the '80s. Like
True.
it was what it was.
True.
But yeah, most of my stuff is running sneakers. So
Copy.
you're gonna be able to see the tongue on the sneaker itself.
Yeah,
But
got you.
back
It
in the
does depend
day,
on the sneaker, though. I agree.
it definitely depends on the sneaker. But back in the day, though, I did want you to see my sneaker, so you probably would be it'd
You
probably be
feel
tongue
me?
out. Yeah,
You
yeah.
feel me? You feel me? All
T.O.
right, cool.
Look, T.O. I'll call it
Yeah,
T.O.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, Jordan, yeah. All right, pause. But all right, bet.
Hmm.
And last but not least, man, if anybody out there wants to gift your boy anything ever, if y'all say, yo, I'm rocking with that young man and what he's doing, and I'm grateful to that young brother. I appreciate a little donation, but definitely,
I
man,
hear you.
these Sire V2s right here, man, the NASA joint, whew,
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
cold, man. That's a cold piece of work. I love them. Like I just love the craftsmanship, the
Mhm.
artistry in it, man. I love how you could interchange like the laces itself, like just the way it laces up. It's just so sick to me. It's dope, super dope, excellent sneaker.
Yeah, Saya is one of those guys where you know he's getting inspiration from somewhere else, but he's going to do such a great job on it when you like, oh snap, that might be better than the original. You know, because the glow in the dark bottoms to them joints.
You
I
dig
think them
me?
joints glow in the dark bottom. I think like there's parts of those that like light up, that have like some type of 3M effect maybe. I don't know
Mm,
if those in particular, but for sure the bottom glows on them joints. I love the size, and when you start switching the laces out.
yeah,
And that's why I think he's so innovative being a
yeah,
customizer back in the day. Or he's still a customizer to some
yeah,
degree.
yeah.
But just being able to like, because those are laces it comes with, and those
Right,
work.
right.
But when he got those, I think he had laces specifically for some of those drops. And
Yeah,
it's like, yo, when
yeah.
you put the other laces in, it's like, oh, them joints go to
They
a
hit
whole
different,
different level,
man.
man.
They hit different, man. You could do it, and they so versatile. You could do it on date night or a quick trip to the grocery store, man. They so
Yeah,
versatile, and you're gonna turn heads. You're
yeah,
gonna turn heads.
yeah. That's why
Um,
I love his vultures, bro.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, his
facts.
and just watching the evolution of some of the things he's doing, where he's like, okay, there's a sneaker out already, but if I design this is how it would look, and this is what he come up with stuff like this.
Hello. Yeah, exactly, exactly.
He got some joints out now that I really I'm gonna save it because I don't want to date the podcast too much, but he got some joints now that it cost you a nice penny, so I'm gonna have to monetize this joint so that we could
That's
afford
right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's do
it.
that.
Nah, but these are three strongs, man. And the
Yeah.
fact that
Thank you,
this is
brother.
a independent company right here.
I had to. I had to. Melanated.
Yeah, you got Jordan, you got Saya Independent, you got Jordan who is more of a subsidiary possibly, you
Right.
know.
Right.
Um, but you know who I didn't know, and it's a little bit off track, but still the same topic. I didn't know was probably one of the first independent sneaker brands for NBA players. Did you know?
Nah.
I
I'm about to
think
learn.
Ewan.
Lee.
Ewan Athletics,
Actually,
bro.
I did hear this before.
You
I
in
did
athletics,
hear
bro.
this.
You in
Dag,
athletics
man.
for sure, bro. I went and caught me a pair of Ewins the other day.
And here I thought LeVar Ball did it first, man.
I'm not gonna say Ewan was the first, but I believe
Okay.
he was one of the first, if not the first, like
That's what's up.
sneaker player to actually have an independent brand.
Basketball play. Copy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
That's
y'all can
what's
fact
up,
check me
man.
out there if I'm wrong. Don't put it in the comments. DM me. But
Yeah.
But for sure. But now this is listen, bro. I
Yeah, man.
sincerely appreciate it. Thank you for rocking out with us. Well, with
Appreciate you,
me,
man.
because it's just me and you. But you know what I'm saying.
Man, kick La Familia, all the primos,
Listen, man. Look, this is where it's at, man. And if y'all not here, man, or if you know somebody, do you know anybody? Now here's the parameters. They love God, they love sneakers, and they love life. If you got anybody that you can refer that you think would be dope to be on this joint,
Stay tuned for that, man. Definitely stay tuned for that. I will definitely be sending some people your way because I know some people that's crazy about Christ, some people that's sold out for the sneakers. You know what I'm saying? And people that is in love with living life, bro, and they just want to get fly and feel good while doing it. So definitely, I'll be sending some guests your way, man.
listen. Also, bro, appreciate you for rocking out with the kick checks that we used to have going on, which is coming back real soon.
Okay.
Um, but kick checks for sure, bro.
I'm
You
looking
know,
forward to it, man. Everybody, those even, man. I even brought my moms to a few kick checks, man. Definitely,
word.
man. Whenever
Listen, kick
it's
check.
always a vibe. It's always a vibe, and we'll always be there to support you, my brother. Seriously, you and the family, always.
Appreciate you, man. We all family, man. That's why we kick live familiar, man.
Sir.
To all those tuning in, man. Once again, one love, and we out.